Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Not help. You're ruining this. Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR. That's what this podcast does. Is there any better show? This is the original.
Good.
Yo, you know what, dude? We're back. Mike Calta's here. We have Mark Norman's here. We have Gabby's here.
Hi.
The Mush is here.
Hello.
And you're wearing a mask inside with your nose out. I think you got wrong information.
Black power. Good to be here. Thanks for having me. Crazy. I live in Manhattan. It's bananas out there. That's not a black joke.
You have to get one of these right here. This is nice.
What's this?
This was sent to me today. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
From an Indian?
From oh shit. Why would you laugh at that?
Because you're not actually hurt, but it'd be funny if you did.
Ooh, that was a good answer. What's up, man? Hi, Michael. How are you, Michael?
Pal, how are you doing?
I'm fucking tired today.
Me too. What Etsy thing did you do today? What did you build and trim and paint?
I didn't do any of that shit today. I actually, me and Gabby, can I tell them, Gab?
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
It's about time. No, sorry. What'd you say there?
That would be the grossest. I would actually not. If Gabby ever did anything with me, I would be like, you're just a loser.
First of all, if you did anything.
Yeah, if you had like some type of weird fat bald guy fetish,
Ugh.
I'd be so disappointed in you. Well, you don't have to say yuck.
I do. That's why I'm on the podcast.
For the record, Gabby, I would not feel the same way.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. I would love to watch that.
Mike loves bald fat guys.
I didn't do anything today. Me and Gabby finished a pilot we wrote.
Hey, all right. Getting
So
work done.
We started it. We came up with the idea a long time ago, started it, and then when the quarantine hit, we were like, should we just finish it? And we finished it today.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I gave it to a friend of mine, and they liked it a lot.
When if Bobby's writing and he doesn't, and you don't like what he's saying, do you feel like you can't tell him?
Oh, no, I go, no.
Oh,
I think we work pretty good together because we're both like, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay.
We're both true assholes, and we both
I second
have
that.
too much confidence, and I think that works well together.
okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
All right.
I believe that to be so.
Well, I hope when they relaunch Cagney and Lacey, you guys get really paid.
Why I'm a fucking Cagney?
Well, you were Lacey, but now you're a Cagney. You
What is that?
transitioned. Oh, what is that? How dare you?
Next, you get to know what Simon and Simon is.
By the way, Gabby, you were great in the Epstein doc. Killed it.
Thank
Every
you so
girl in there looks like you.
Thank you.
It's so fucking true, man. They really do. He had a thing.
Oh, yeah. And he pulled it off pretty well.
Ah.
Well,
Because
he
you
was-
had a helper.
I had a lady helper. Genius.
Yeah, just like Burt
So-
Reynolds in The Little Whorehouse in Texas had a lady helper.
Right. A madam.
Can we
Remember
talk
that?
about
Remember
all
that?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is
No,
rude.
you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Throw another old reference at us we haven't heard of.
It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken movie.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
that's a great
something.
movie.
They were fucking hot.
Wow. Who's this?
They were never hot.
No.
I'm into it.
You don't think the brunette is hot?
Like she looks okay. She looks like hot cunty right there, but this is the best shot she ever took in her life.
Wow.
I think she's hot.
I feel like the blonde is hotter than the brunette.
The brunette looks like Patton Oswalt now.
What was that? Who were those women?
That's Cagney and Lacey.
Oh, I thought it was a
Fucking
new
millennials.
lesbian podcast.
It was an old lesbian TV show.
Got it.
So what I was going to say was, I was going to ask you, do you know how many comics are tied to Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, I don't. It's a good question.
A lot.
Really?
No way. What do you mean?
What?
I won't say anybody's names now, but I'll tell you guys. But I've had
Why?
Because we're friends with them.
What?
So what?
Who is it? Text me.
Okay, Nick DiPaolo.
Whoa. Oh.
No,
God, what are you afraid? What are you afraid of getting your fucking career taken away?
But by the way, Nick, in a very innocent way, I'll tell you what the hook was, is that Woody Allen and Jeffrey Epstein were really good friends, and they would do dinners, and Woody Allen wanted to have dinner with other comedians, so they would invite other comedians over, and Nick was there one time. That had nothing to do with the girls, but it had nothing to do with chicks. Like, he went just for the dinner and the idea that you're going to have dinner with Woody Allen, which is a big deal.
Sure.
And then the other one was Bobby Slayton, who'd been there a couple of times.
Wow.
And, so this was all, I learned about this all before Jeffrey Epstein became a thing. So
like the
DiPaolo wouldn't even tell me. I had to Google and find out who it was. He goes, I don't want to say his name. You know, he was in trouble a couple of times. And I was like, all right. So I Googled it and I figured it out.
Man, I was thinking you were going to say Cosby or at least Louis.
Can I ask you a question, Mark? Was he ever a pit bull? Wasn't he more of a? Wasn't he more like a cocker spaniel or something?
Yeah, he was a yappy Jew, but no, he was never a pit bull. I've never got it, but he seems like a fun guy.
You know, he got mad at me the last time because he came in on a Friday, and I already booked a comedian, and I didn't want to say it was like maybe Lynn Koplitz. It was a girl. And he got really mad at that. And he fucking called me up and he's like, you really booked this girl over fucking me? And I was like, oh, she's more relevant than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
and
one
he
of those.
walks the room.
Where was he playing?
Side Splitters.
And where was she playing?
So I don't remember. Like, probably somebody was at the Improv and somebody was at Side Splitters. So, and one was Thursday and one was Friday, and I couldn't do both, and I picked her. So
she kills.
Yeah, Koplitz is fucking great on my show. She's been awesome.
Yeah,
I like Koplitz. I mean, even though when she comes to the cellar with trays of food, I'm just waiting for the night where it's going to be we're just all dead at the table from eating her brownies.
Yeah, she's got that, like, my wife kills you by slowly putting antifreeze in your oatmeal vibe.
Yeah. I love her, but she will fucking snap on you.
Oh,
I mean, you think my fucking temper's bad? Her fucking temper is 20 times worse than mine.
Yeah, if she doesn't
snaps
get anal, yeah, she's a feisty broad, and she loves Louis, and I've seen her snap on women about Louis, like, fuck you don't get it, and it's pretty fun to watch.
I do. I love how she sticks up for Louis.
Yeah, I love that too. She's the real pit bull.
You know, she was actually, I mean, she's still pretty, but she was a smoker back in the day.
Smoker, the hottest comic, easily.
Yeah, she's like me, just in a girl.
Yeah.
I thought you were both hot at one point.
Yeah, he was hot.
I know.
Mushy, pull up an old Koplitz pic, like something from the 40s. She was smoking.
Just pull the headshot she still uses.
Wow.
Oh, older.
That's pretty though. That's pretty. She's so pretty.
But yeah, smoking hot and funny.
She's still pretty. I like her now.
I agree. She's got, like, I'll fuck the pool boy look.
But she won't though. She's not into sex.
Why, you tried?
Oh, hard.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mean just with me, but she was like, oh, fuck, what am I don't want to have sex. It's too much of a fucking headache. And I was like, all right, I get it.
It actually cures a headache.
You must be doing it right.
Well, not lately. This quarantine, everything's really dried up over here. Yeah, the lady has put on a few pounds, and things are tight. Literally, we're losing square footage.
Yeah, what are you in your kitchen right now?
It's a kitchen / dining / living room. This is my fridge. We got from a nursery of pre-K. I still got the magnets, but yeah, it's
But
tight.
why-
We're moving
well,
out.
You're getting it. I mean, you're a millionaire.
Well, it's in the village. I'm in the West Village, so of course it's going to be a zillion dollars for this shoebox. But we're moving out. We bought a place with some Corona steels, if you know what I mean. We got a nice riot sale going.
Where are you moving to?
Oh my
Moving to
God.
Chelsea. Wow, look at that. It's smoking hot, beautiful woman.
Yeah, incredible. Look at that hair. That's like a
I know.
southern. That's a southern Maine.
Yeah, she looks like a country singer from the 90s or something.
Yeah.
One of the Mandrell sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, she's singing up to the balcony. You can never be my man. I can never be your woman too.
I can't
Mark.
fuck you. I've got a headache. Sorry, what?
Are you in fact a millionaire?
No. Anytime I make money, I spend it on something big. Like I made a ton of money opening for Schumer years ago and Louis and a couple other people. I just put into this place. And I just made a little bit of money with something and I just put it in a new place.
What do you mean with something?
Well, I got a thing cooking.
What do you got?
Can't divulge.
You can
Ah,
tell
well,
if he listens.
You always have a secret when you're on here. The last time you were on here, you had to leave early to perform for somebody, and you wouldn't tell us who it was.
Oh,
Jeffrey
yeah.
Epstein.
Who was it? Who were you?
I think it was Louis.
Okay.
You had to perform for him?
I was opening for him somewhere in the city.
Because
Oh, I
I
thought
think Kenny kept bugging you, saying you had to leave.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't get out the door when it was over. But yeah, so I got something. I put my special out. It did well, and I got something out of it. Thank God, because I put the fucking thing on YouTube.
But what can you get out of a special?
I got an offer for a thing.
So you got an offer for another special.
Yeah.
Well, now
That's
you gotta
all I'm
write more
saying.
jokes.
Okay. But they were like, because they're getting nervous now because we're starting to just put our shit out.
Exactly. And it
And
did
now
good
they're like-
numbers.
Right.
So they're too scared to take a chance on a honky, on a skinny white guy, so
But you're so fucking I mean, dude, you're
Hey.
right down. You are probably, I mean, you walk the line as far as like one of us and what they want. You know what I mean? Your fucking jokes, you're a hammer, you
I
murder,
appreciate it.
you're
I
a good
appreciate
looking
it, but
guy,
they,
you got all your hair, you got a moped. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I
Abs, you
tried
got
to
abs.
sell it to him. I tried. I mean, you're acting like I didn't try. I got on my
What?
knees and tried to sell him a special,
So
and
your
HBO
next-
and Hulu.
And
What?
they said no. How does
They
HBO,
said no.
how does Hulu say no to you?
You got to have a quota now. It's casting now. You got to have the wheelchair guy, the gay Asian, the fat trans, or whatever it is. You got to have a hook.
Right.
I think you got all of that in this room right now.
Who's the wheelchair guy?
I'm the Asian.
Yeah, Mush. We never saw Mush stand up.
Mush, I thought Mush would be the fat trans.
I'm
The
actually
other way
wearing.
around. I used to be a lady.
Oh, hot.
Yeah. I would say Gabby is the woke bitch.
Yeah. If you had blue hair and glasses, you could be a blogger.
What's up with the blue and green hair? Why is that such a stereotypical woke thing?
I know, because the shows, they're angry. They're mad at their dad. They're rebelling, so they got to grow their hair all weird.
So fucking weird.
Yeah. But yeah, moving out. How's Florida? Is Tampa business as usual, or is it pretty
No
buttoned
protest.
up?
We didn't miss protest, but yeah, I mean, we had one night. Now it's just a bunch of people walking through the streets trying to get free shit. It's nothing bad.
So
The
they're
one
looting?
night was bad. They set a gas station on fire and
Oh.
they attacked the mall, but we got pretty good cops here, so it was contained.
They attacked the mall.
There's a mall up in the I call it the Million Man Mall. It's not in the best area. and, They tried to get in there and break into the mall so they can go looting, but the police just lined up outside and they kept them pretty much at bay.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean they burnt the Champs down at one end, and they broke into a shitty store that you never heard of before at the other end. But for the most part, everything was good.
What's
And
it
they
called?
got the guy.
Champs?
Champs, a sporting goods store, you know.
Oh yeah,
You've seen them all. And then my buddy is a sheriff, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking find out who said. I'll watch videotapes and find out who set that fire. And they went through the security tape, found a picture of the guy who set the fire, and his picture's everywhere now. So they'll have him by the end of the week. Yeah, he's badass.
Wow.
Damn.
Mark, didn't you go to the protest?
I did. I went to 2 of them. One was terrifying and one was pretty peaceful.
What was a terrifying one?
Oh man, it was like I was at a kind of a friend's house. I've been breaking all the rules. I went to like a party. I went to a friend's house, and I was like, I'll walk home. And I just happened to run into it. Like they were just roaming the streets, hundreds of people. And I'm talking breaking windows, walking on cars, breaking side view mirrors, turning over garbage cans, lighting shit on fire. And I stayed there for like 10 minutes, and I was about to film it. And I saw another guy filming it, and he got like fucked with. So I just got the hell out of there.
Poor
And
Mark.
then I went to the one the next day, and that was like nice Champs, blue-haired women, very nice.
Mark's always in the wrong neighborhoods by accident.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I just kind of slipped right in. I put my mask on, and I put on some blackface, and no one was the wiser.
Are there a lot of white people out there? Like you didn't feel...
It's 50-50.
Really?
Yes, but we're all racist.
Well, it's good.
Now, was that Antifa?
Nah, these were like young whippersnapper holding skateboards. These kids were, whippa. But these kids were like, you can tell they were NYU and shit, they just wanted to fuck around.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. And who knew skateboard would be the fucking destructive weapon of choice?
Oh yeah, well, it's hard. It's a weapon. I used to have skateboard when I was a youth.
Of course.
Oh, man, that's fucking. I would have freaked
weird.
out. Yeah. Well, now if they started doing something, I remember I was walking through, I had a spot at the Cellar that I was late for, and I was walking through, and there was a Black Lives Matter rally, and I remember I walked up and stood like in the middle of it, and I was about to leave, and the lady was like, "If you think Black Lives Matter, raise your fists and hold them in the air." And I was like, I gotta go. Like fucking, I was sitting there like this, like I gotta fucking go. This is, you know what I mean? Because I can't walk away. Like literally in the middle of it would just be, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, I gotta go. Excuse me. It's like, I'm sitting there holding my fist up in the fucking air. And there's a joke in my act I have, because this really happened. I remember the lady said, "If you think Black Lives, hold your fist in the air and say Black Lives Matter." And she said 11 times. And I heard a black dude go, 11? It was like, let's do 3 and get the fuck out of here. Shit.
Yes, that's how I felt. The whole time I could hear Keith Robinson going like, you fucking bugging me, you cracker. I could just hear him fucking with me. Like, you think you're helping, don't you?
Get out of my fucking way, protester.
Yeah.
Did you see, bring up Louis J. Gomez's fucking Instagram. Did you see his Instagram post
I
today?
laughed so hard.
The black square thing?
Dude,
That was clever.
Let me tell you something, dude. That was fucking funny. Because I don't look at, you don't know what to do. Okay.
Right.
You don't want to be a group thinker. You don't want to just do stuff without, because a lot of times you do shit and it's fucked up and you wind up doing the wrong thing. And now you're lumped in when you got to go erase something because you followed the wrong asshole, And even today they were like, there was black people going, "Hey, don't do this blackout thing, because the only way people are getting real news is from Instagram and Twitter and all this. And you guys are just shutting it down. Don't do that." But it's the middle one, the black one.
Yeah,
Click on that.
Yeah.
So he clicked on that.
Oh, here we go.
So I was like, "Oh, I can't believe Lewis did it." And then I clicked on it. Go again.
Oh, that's good. That's at his dad's funeral, ironically.
But not only did he pick a headshot, he picked his first headshot, which sucked.
That's
But then
great.
we'll go back to it, Mike. right after it, for all the people that were going to yell at him, he went and donated.
Right.
He went and donated the next one right there. Look at this. He donated $250 to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. So it's like, I did more with this than you did with your fucking blackout thing. He said that was funny. And Anthony Cumia had a good one too. He put the Metallica Black album cover up.
So I was gonna do the same thing. I thought about that, but that's got the "Don't Tread on Me" snake on there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm scared." For Anthony, that makes sense. For me, I would be getting a lot of trouble.
Right. Him, it's on
I
brand.
didn't even think about that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It Don't tread on me. Shit. There's a bug in here. Fuck.
Oh shit. It's just tough because you want to help, but you don't want to be a pandering bitch, where you're just like an online hero warrior. But you want to help, but yeah, it's a tough line to walk as a whitey.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be you don't want to pander, and you don't want to just do what people, just because some fucking other comic is yelling at you to do something. You don't want to just, and some comics didn't even do it.
I know. And then there's like, how can you make jokes at times like this? Like, this is what I do. This is what my whole career and my whole fucking personality. I can't joke now. Yeah. What is this? Dictator shit? It's crazy.
It is a little weird. And you fucking get in trouble all the time for joking at the wrong time.
All the time. It's the story of my life. I mean,
why?
Apollo chewed me out once for that. Everybody's chewed me out. Quinn has chewed me out. I can't help it.
What did Quinn? You got chewed up by Colin?
Doing
what? He was in the right. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to. I love Quinn. He's like my hero, so I don't want to piss him off. But like, I made a joke about somebody fucking his family member. He fucking flipped.
That's right.
I couldn't help it. It was right there.
Listen, what joke was it? We're gonna.
I'll text you.
Just text me right now though, because I want to make the decision right now.
Well, you're just gonna say it.
I will not tell the joke, and I won't show it, but I will tell you if you're wrong or right. Just text it to me. Text it
I know
to me right now.
He's a good judgment of whatever of comedy, so I assume I fucked up. But this is what I do.
Text it to me. Text it to me.
All right. I'll give you a Cliff's Notes.
Give me the Cliff Notes of it, and I'll be like, from my facial expressions, you'll be able to tell if I think he was out of line or he was absolutely in the right.
By the way, this will be the first time Bobby's read one of my texts.
Same.
I read your text, Gabby.
Yeah, but then you call me screaming that I texted you. This morning, Bobby calls me at 10 a.m. being like, what the fuck? Why did you text me?
Well, can I say something, Mike? Her text, a piecemeal. Do you want to do something? Do you want to write tomorrow? Yeah. What time? 11? Yeah.
You never said yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
I listen. You're the worst texter ever, so I'm on her side.
In the world.
You're like texting my uncle who's got Alzheimer's.
Does he really?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
But I know what that means. But you're like, yeah. What? And I'm like, oh, tomorrow, 3:00. What's at 3? We gotta go to the thing. Who's gonna go? I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's you every time I text.
It's a fucking phone call. Just call me.
If I ask you, are we writing at 11? And you call me and go, your texts make no fucking sense.
Look I called you. I said, we're writing at 11. I said, yes. And we talked about something and then we're done and it's over.
Bobby, just make the text bigger on your phone.
Old man Jenkins.
Wow.
Did you text it to me?
No, oh shit. I was hoping you'd forget.
Text it, you fuck. Either text it or tell me.
I'll tell. All right. I told you. I made a joke about somebody fucking his family member and he snapped. He's got family stuff.
I want to hear the joke.
It wasn't a good joke. It was just a quick zing, and it was in a dressing room, and he was getting makeup put on him. We were backstage at a show. Remember when Big J had that crowd work show?
Yeah.
On CISO? It was at that show, and he had the fucking white bib on and everything. And I made the joke, and he was like he almost had to get out of the chair. It was dicey.
Wow.
What did he look at? I'll tell you something about Quinn. He will fucking fight somebody.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a Brooklyn guy. He's an Irish Mick from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Lou in the chat room said that she'll take the guy in the wheelchair.
No, she said she'll be the wheelchair guy.
She'll be the wheelchair guy.
She have to be a guy?
We got questions for you, Mark, from the fans. You ready for
Oh,
these?
jeez. Hit
Yeah.
me.
Hit me.
So, as a comic, Mark has put a lot of thought into our world. Which lack of values annoys Mark the most, and why is it fat people?
Ha ha. Here's my beef with the fatties.
Well, first of all, I want you to know, me and Mike have a show called Calta and Kelly 6 nights a week, and it's called it's almost 1,000 pounds of funny. So I know you can't tell from our heads,
I
but
can
we're
tell.
fat.
No, we can tell.
What's
Look, I
wrong
got
with the
nothing against
fatties?
fat people, but my whole thing is I'm not gonna feel bad for you if you got fat and are fat. You can be fat. I used to be fat. I was a fat kid. My family's fat. My mom's huge. My girlfriend's a rascal. But I just don't get the sympathy. Like, you got to eat whatever you want and not work out, and I got to feel bad for you. Look, if you got some thyroid nonsense, here. But like, I just don't get the sympathy part. You're not a victim.
Well, okay, but can I explain to you that a lot of fat people have what?
That's are gross.
You're fat, you fucking
fat.
fat.
Yeah,
fat.
and imagine the people who are fatter than us.
But a lot of fat people have food addictions and, like an alcoholic or a drug addict. And it's not fair too, because, there's body types. And I also believe that there's, the food that we eat is terrible. The corn syrup, cornstarch,
I agree.
carbohydrates. It's like everything's going against you.
Yeah.
And on top of it, it's still the only form where you can make fun of somebody and nobody gives a fuck.
What? People give a shit. I get shit all day about making fun of, porkers.
Yeah, but they're fat people. Nobody cares about them.
All right. I mean, I care. I don't hate fat people. I just don't like that I'm, and that's the other thing is why do I have to think you're beautiful? Big is beautiful? Get out of here. If Big was beautiful, why wouldn't everybody just not go to the gym? That's the other thing. The force thing. You're force feeding me the bullshit.
Big is not beautiful. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wait a minute. You don't think?
Like, not for women.
I don't know.
Not for men either.
Thank you.
Gabby, you don't think Big is beautiful?
No.
Wow, she said that. You're just an evil person. You and Mark should date, or at least bang behind each other's significant others.
Oh, you got a guy now?
Yeah.
Me too.
Sorry.
But yeah, I got nothing against. I was a fat kid growing up my whole life, and it sucked, and I got made fun of all the time. But I just don't tell me Lena Dunham is attractive.
No,
That's my whole thing.
That's fat and ugly. That's two different things.
That's a good point.
She got big.
What about like Adele at her? Because she's a hot face.
Great face. Ashley
Face
Graham,
wins.
beautiful face. I'd love to fuck her face, but the rest I'm not into, and I don't know why that makes me a bad guy. That's my whole point.
Didn't Adele lose a lot of weight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot now.
Looks amazing.
Beautiful woman.
Does she look really? How? I haven't seen the photo. Mike, you got the photo?
And she got a ton of shit for losing weight.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
No
sense.
way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, backlash.
Why did she get backlash?
Because all the fat people felt like she was their champion, and then she bailed on them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she was slowly doing it. over the
Oh
years.
yeah, exactly.
Wow, she looks great.
Oh, well, that's a bad pic.
There's better
Mush.
pictures than that.
Jesus Christ, looks like a
Gotta
crack
compare
whore
it.
there.
Yeah, pick the one right there, the chubby one. There you go. Well,
Boy,
Go
I mean,
back.
Mike, what are you doing?
what are you
Mike?
doing, Mike? British people have the worst smiles, by the way. They can't laugh unattractively.
It's because of the teeth.
Yeah, it's the chompers. They're brutal. But yeah,
She
nothing
looks
against
very pretty.
nothing against Tubbs. I'm just saying, you're not a victim, and you're not beautiful.
Well,
we were in Europe together. We were in Dublin.
Yes.
There wasn't a lot of good looking women there.
Also, not a lot of fatties.
I saw a few.
Oh, okay. All right. I missed them. But yeah, not a
so
lot
you're
of beautiful
saying
women
Irish
there.
women? Irish
Oh.
women aren't good looking either.
No, our waitress and that Irish, when we went for lunch one day, was like one of the hottest chicks I've ever seen.
Woo,
Black
gorgeous.
hair, blue eyes. Holy shit, she was gorgeous.
That's the best combo ever, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, you've also had problems with like Sherrod was gonna beat you up one night.
See, it's
Why?
Well, he didn't call him fat. He called him black. So
wow.
I'm just kidding.
Too soon, Mike. Too soon.
Oh, what did you say? You said something about him going over or something.
Yeah, just made. But I had the microphone, so it was bad on my part. But I was shit faced too. Liz, I was like, it was my 7th spot of the night. It was like at 2 a.m, and Liz was like, "What are you doing? Why you shut up?" And I was like, "I'm pissed." And she kept feeding me booze, and I went up like, no pun intended, I went up in a blackout, and I just said a bunch of shit, and it got ugly. But yeah, I gotta work on that, or maybe I don't. I don't know.
I don't think you do, Mark.
It happens once a year.
I don't think you work on it. It's like, look, we know certain things about. We know Keith is a fucking swirl drinking asshole that likes to start trouble. You know what I mean?
Yes, rabble rouser.
We Bob Kelly's got a hot temper and he'll fucking lose it. You know Jim Norton is a fucking oh god.
Oh, you got the bug?
What?
I got him.
Uh-oh. Bobby's about to hit his son. Oh wow, what is that?
Don't talk about my fucking son, Mark.
See? Every time. All right, Calta, how you doing?
You can talk about my son. He'd beat the shit out of you.
There you go. What is he, a football kid?
Hockey and lacrosse.
Got worse hockey.
Yikes. Scary white kid.
You're almost as bad as Bobby on the texting. You're like a never text back guy.
What?
You become that guy. I got
text. I text you today
out of the blue, but look in our history.
Oh, all right.
One time I asked you if you wanted to go on the cruise, and you're like, let me find out if my dates are free. And then that was it. Never heard from you again, which was fine. It was a good way of saying no fucking way.
Well, hold on.
That was good. I wasn't mad at that.
Well, you seem mad.
No, not at all. And then I sent him a picture of his butt the other day.
Of his butt?
You drew a
Yeah.
picture of his butt?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look at that. It's tap to download. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, we can see it.
Amazing.
I took my pants off at a gig before the people showed up. We were pretty drunk too.
And I was behind him.
Do you know who?
And I didn't know you were behind me.
You have a nice bum, but you know who has a better bum, and I think the best bum in comedy?
Who?
Mike Cannon.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is going on the cruise?
Really?
Who is
Over
going on the
Scopo?
cruise? I mean, dude, Scopo's got a big ass.
Oh yeah, he's got a caboose.
Yeah. Cannon's butt. I mean, Mike, bring that up. Have you seen
Pull it
that?
up. No, I'm dying to.
Why did you see it?
Oh man, I watched it like 100 times. It's on his Instagram, I believe, somewhere, right, Michael?
That's where we saw it.
Yeah. All right, Michael,
Ba-
pull it up.
Bare
I
ass?
mean, he can make money with his ass.
What?
Oh yeah. If I had his
Interesting.
ass, I'd go to gay clubs on Friday and Saturday instead of doing comedy and just shake my fucking rump and make a bunch of cash and sneak out the back door. Have Dawn pick me up in the fucking truck, and drive away.
Dressed
Yeah,
like Johnny Cakes and the leather and all that.
Yeah, just I have my chaps. Look at this. Watch this.
Oh wow.
I turned the
Why?
sound off because it flagged for the monetization.
All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah. That
a
is
nice-
great.
I mean, Gabby, right?
The perfect butt.
Perfect
I mean,
man
what?
ass. Not too big, not
So
too
that-
small.
That's a perfect butt. I'm in great shape because I got 2 of those.
It looks like it's talking to you, like it's saying something, like hubba dubba dooba dubba, hubba dubba dooba dubba, hubba dubba dooba dubba, hub pop pow, hubba dubba dooba dubba, hubba dubba dooba dubba, hubba dubba dooba dubba, pop pop pow.
Wow. You're not kidding.
Anyways, I get it off. I can't stop. I couldn't stop watching that.
Yeah,
Like a
I'm
nice
mesmerized
little-
myself.
It's like clappy clap. Yeah, you got no fight. Who else you get no fight with? Didn't you get a fight with somebody else?
I've been yelled at by many people. SD and
SD yelled at you
Oh yeah, many times.
for what?
I put a swastika somewhere once as a goof, and that didn't go over. And you see, it gets a laugh later, but not at the time. That's the story of my life. I can kill when you tell the story, but during it, people hate me. Yeah, she's yelled at me a few times.
That's why Hogan's Heroes is funny. It was so many years later.
Yeah, I guess the too soon thing applies there. But yeah, a lot of yelling. I mean, you name it. Feinstein, everybody's chewed me out.
Rachel Feinstein?
Oh yeah, I said this or that. I don't know. It's a problem. I'm working on it.
What? But are you doing it? Let me ask you a question. Are you doing it to be an asshole, or are you doing it in the name of funny?
I'm doing it out of no filter. I just say it without thinking, and people go, "What are you, crazy?" That's the exact thing you're not supposed to say, and I think that's like a trigger for me, where I don't say it, and I have to say it.
That's Tourette's.
Yeah, I got Tourette's.
You have Tourette's, but you're a stand-up comedian, so we don't notice it. Use it as a superhero power.
Oh, he's so good at riffing.
Right, there you go. Exactly. So on stage, people are like, this guy's fun. He's saying crazy shit, but at the table or at the restaurant or wherever, it's not. It doesn't fly.
Okay.
But me and you have never had a problem. I've never been mad at you. You've said mean shit to me, and I just let it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I think certain people have certain buttons, and I just haven't hit that right button for you yet.
Are you trying to find it, you cunt?
No,
Bobby, for the first like 10 years of you knowing him, you only referred to him as a robot.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
No, I'll say this right now. I believe that Comedy Central made you. Yeah, I don't think you're real. I don't think you're real, and you have a malfunction, and that's why Comedy Central shut down, and because you were there like last, and you have a malfunction that they couldn't fix. So that's what that little thing is that you say, and you say, "Hey, you're a cunt, right? Oh, I'm sorry, SD. Shit, I have to go back and get fixed."
That's a great bit.
Hey, give it up for all the blacks, huh? Hey, don't riot. Oh, hey, shit, I fucked up again. Hey,
right. That's why whenever somebody beats me up, they have to come fly in and fucking reconnect me, and all my springs and sparks are going everywhere. It's not pretty.
You got a really successful podcast with Joe List.
Oh yeah, it's doing well. Finally,
you guys are actually. You're very opposite.
Yeah. Well, we're similar, but I mean, he's sober. I'm a drunk. He's married. I'm not. He's neurotic. I'm having fun. So yeah, we're kind of odd coupley, but we're also we have a similar sense of humor.
Yeah, but like I've never seen you. Like I've talked to Joe. I've seen Joe. He has a new podcast about meditation and self-help and emotions, and he's a very sensitive guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen you have an emotion.
I hold it in. I'm too scared. My
Why?
dad was a fucking military cunt. Like if I got too sappy, he would shut it down. And I think that kind of stayed with me.
What was your dad?
Just like an old school, hairy, four-armed, beaten as a kid. Like
Was he
tough
like
guy.
fucking De Niro?
Yeah, a little of that. Like dad's home, go upstairs, hide. You hear that car pulling up. I mean, craziest temper ever.
Maybe smash in the face with a basketball like the great Santini.
No, I actually had that in my neighborhood with the local Negroids, but never with my dad. He would do a lot of this, but
what was he in? Marines or Army?
Army. He was a JAG.
What's that?
He was a what?
That's
isn't the JAGs the Navy?
No, nice. He was it's a military lawyer.
Yeah, there was a CBS.
Oh, no shit, like Tom Cruise.
Yes, you can't handle the truth, and he went all over the world, and his dad beat the shit out of him, and then so
he never hit
was
you.
Scary. Threw me through a few things, but never a hit.
Oh, that's worse.
Maybe that's why my kids don't fear me, because I never follow through with throwing them through the window.
Oh, I had a lot of. Hey, that's my dad right there.
Now we know where you get your looks.
Yeah.
I would let her throw me through anything.
Not now.
Totally.
Not now. You wouldn't.
No.
No, I just saw her on TV. She got lips done. I don't know why women get their lips done. Just get old.
No.
Yeah, right?
My wife gets her lips done, and I love it. It's
Really?
fantastic. Yeah.
Show a pic. Bring it up.
Pull her up.
My wife?
Yeah.
You got to get her Instagram mush.
Or you bring her in the room.
Oh yeah.
I'm unlike your kitchen / dining room on the other side of my palatial estate, so she's nowhere near me. Let me. I'll text her.
Dream. All right. Yeah. What about your dad was not around, right, Bob?
Well, my real father wasn't the biological. The second stepdad was.
Where was he?
The first stepdad was a piece of shit.
Where was the
he
second one?
He was the second one.
Okinawa.
No.
Can you show them your lips?
Oh, jeez, I feel bad now. He's calling the wife in.
Mark Norman wants to see your lips.
He's hot.
Send me, just text me a photo. She has my number.
You're fine. No makeup. She's coming in.
Ooh, no makeup. Now that's brave now.
This is the picture you posted right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
she's
much
got-
what she looks like.
I mean, yeah, but her lips, those still look normal, dude. Those look like regular lips.
Yeah, she doesn't have beautiful natural lips like you do. They're kind of thin, so she blows them up a little bit, but that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, yours, I mean, that's gorgeous.
What about mine?
Yeah, yours are gorgeous too. I noticed. I just didn't want to be a creep.
Yeah, but she purses them so much it annoys
So
me.
do
Yeah,
you.
but she-
We have
I don't.
Bobby and I have lip offs.
I don't.
She
I do
has
not
gorgeous
purse
lips.
my lips.
Yes, you
And
do.
gorgeous
You're doing it
cheekbones.
now.
What? I don't.
Show your
I
other
don't.
show your other lips. But wait a minute.
See? Pull them out.
What the amount of young female comics getting Botox is bananas.
Who? What do you? Who gets Botox?
I just learned this the other day. Young, like in their 20s.
Every woman gets Botox starting at like 28. Every woman you have ever met has gotten Botox.
I just learned that and it blew my mind.
Like who-
You're
name
gonna get
one
Botox.
comic.
What?
Lynn Coplitz.
Name one comic.
I'm sure if you throw any female comic out, you'll hit it.
April Macy doesn't even look human anymore.
Oh, shit.
I just saw her.
She ruined it. I said to her, I go, what'd you do to your face? And she goes, oh, I'm tired from last night. It came in on a red eye. I was like,
She looks
What?
bad.
She's gorgeous.
yeah, there she is.
Shut the fuck up.
Terrible. Jesus.
Wow.
What happened to her?
Good
Looks like-
Lord.
Looks like Ben Bailey melted.
Hold on, my wife is here. Come over.
Cash candle.
That's
Oh.
that's Mark.
Oh my Lord.
That's
Hey,
Make him big, Mush.
he's already big.
No, I meant the
Jerk.
screen.
Wow.
Oh, her
That
hair
was
looks
a-
great. Your hair looks fucking. Oh my god, it looks so good.
All right, let's not get crazy.
Oh, look at it. Everything. She looks great.
You're killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
53.
What?
No
Yeah.
way.
Come on.
How old?
If I wasn't gay,
How old is she?
I don't know, 38?
Close.
Close.
37.
Less close.
39.
42.
Whoa.
Mike. We've been together since she was like 17 and a half.
42.
Wow.
I was 17.
Are you and Dawn like the same age? I don't know how old Dawn is.
You don't?
No, I don't. I just every year we celebrate a birthday and I just say it's 39. Will you find out how old my wife is for me?
I'll text her.
Yeah, text her and find out.
Okay.
I want to throw the bitch on a scale too.
Meanwhile, the minute she walks in, he's like, "Hi, baby, how you doing? Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, you're the best." Bobby's
Yeah,
coming
no.
up, bro. Make sure we clean the bed.
Yeah. All good for you. All
I need incense, candles, and tissues.
You know why he needs tissues.
Are you going there?
I'm going there tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorrow. First time I've flown in months. Going to the Calta residence. And then we have a big day planned tomorrow, I guess. And then,
Cryotherapy.
cryotherapy. We have
He's
a
afraid.
show.
Nice.
It's
And
awful.
then,
You're doing
and then we're
cryotherapy?
he's making me do it.
Why?
I don't know. He says that we need it, but I think it's for athletes, not chubby guys. You know, we're gonna have
Perfect for a fat guy who's been on a plane for 3 hours.
Ah,
Well-
right. I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Thanks for showing off your lips.
Bye.
Bye.
call me.
That'd
I'm
be
joking, Mike.
It'd be
Nice
funny
lady
if his phone rings in like 5 minutes.
Wow. Well done. So you guys are doing a gig at Side Splitters?
No,
No.
I'm doing
Sorry.
what's the place called again?
You tell me.
Vinciani's.
Visani
Visani's.
Port Charlotte. It looks like from the outside when you pull up to it, it looks like medieval times. It's like a castle, but it's a beautiful theater inside, like a restaurant type theater. It's really nice.
What's a restaurant type theater? What does that mean?
Like it's a restaurant, but they got a big stage over there. But the tables are designed for comedy. You know what I mean? So it's not like a dinner theater kind of thing. It's
Is
just it's a
everything
good.
open down there?
No, they're just starting the comedy club. Side Splitters just opened. They had their first
Good.
week. Everything's slowly opening.
Are people going?
Yeah.
How
I
was
think-
Side Splitters? Are they doing good?
I don't want to insult anybody. I just don't think they had a named person there, so I don't know. You can't judge it by that.
There's one way
Right.
to find out who that was, Mush. There's one way to find out who's at Side Splitters this weekend, knocking it out of the park.
He may have did great. I don't know.
Yeah, I think people
Well-
are dying to come out.
Yeah.
Well, how about the fucking in Queens? They're doing that show in a parking lot on the back of a fucking pickup truck. Nightmare.
Nightmare. I'm doing it next
Nightmare.
week.
Are you really?
Yeah, fuck it. It pays well. I'm so rusty. I need to get up.
It pays $100.
Yeah.
Who is that? Mike Baldwin.
No,
Oh,
that
he's
wasn't him.
funny. He's funny.
It's not him. It was last week.
Oh,
It
okay.
fell
He's
off the
good.
calendar. So
How he is funny, yeah?
He's funny. Yeah, he's not a name, but he's funny.
I need to I always want to know who the funny guys are as far as should I bring them on the show? And I used to just ask Bert, and Bert just said yes to everybody, and he gave me some of Bob Biggerstaff and fucking the couple of guys. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me with this shit. I just don't want to say no to anybody.
Right. No, Mike, he's like a one-linery kind of Hedberg type, but he's great jokes.
That's great.
So I don't know about him on the radio, but as a comic,
Yeah,
he's
like
solid.
there's great comics that are shitty radio, and then the other way around.
totally
There's great radio guests that are kind of mediocre comics.
this is
Exactly.
who was there last weekend.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Sherrod Small?
We were all thinking it.
Well, they
Who
didn't
is
tag him. Mike Paramore.
Hey.
Oh, I know that guy.
So
I
what
know
do
that guy. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He
Well, they have
just did-
empty seats up in front. Look at that. So they don't have anybody up front.
One guy in the front's got a Klan hood on.
Somebody
Holy shit.
commented Calta and Kelly on there.
Oh, look at that.
That's great. That's funny, dude.
What room is that? That's a small. Is that the open mic room?
No, that's just a bad angle of the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your supper club here.
No, that's Side Splitters, but it's just a bad
Oh.
angle of it's just a bad angle of where the pictures.
Guys, you know Side Splitters, right?
I know it well. I go there every year, but that I
Fucking
usually
love
there's a
it.
bookshelf and a couch on there.
All
That's
gone.
different.
New owner took all that shit out.
Oh, good. I
Yeah,
hated the backdrop.
BT and his wife own the place now, so they
Thank
cleaned it
God.
all off. The futon's gone, right?
I did comedy before Mark.
They open.
That's right.
What?
Killed.
I did it before you and before
Oh
Mark.
yeah.
Well, when was that? What was that? October or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Mike did a set and what'd you do? 10, 15 minutes? Killed it.
10 minutes.
I was almost a full house, and then Mike said, "I'm doing a show," and it filled up, sold out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Mark got on the air on Tuesdays with stories, and he said so many nice things about me, and every nice thing he said, Joe List negated it with the fact that I was fat and ugly.
No.
Yeah, I have it on tape, and I'm gonna play it for Joe List when he's in the studio, and then I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I'm sure if he hears this, he's gonna be shaking like a leaf.
Oh, I've already told him to his face on the show, but I want him to stress about it for the next fucking 6 months till he gets here.
He will.
What?
I know he likes you. I don't know.
No, I like him too, and I'm not gonna not have him on the show or not be his
Right.
friend, but I'm gonna punch him when he's in the studio.
You can't. Michael.
Look at
Michael-
me. I'm going to punch him to where he feels it every time he thinks he hears my name, his arm hurts.
If you say look at me, look at the camera because that's me. Don't look at my square. Okay.
Look at me.
Yeah, it's not. It's
I
not.
wish I could rearrange the squares so I know who, you know what I mean?
Just look straight at the camera when you want somebody to know that you're looking at them.
Look at me.
I'm
Ah,
looking right at
I'm
you.
gonna
Oh,
punch
that's
Joe
easy.
List. I'm gonna punch Joe List.
No,
You
he's a sweet
can't
kid.
punch him.
I
You
know.
can't
Kid.
punch him.
You
I'm gonna
can't.
punch him like you punch
Tackle.
your friend. I'm gonna punch him like in his thigh or
Ooh,
like in the meat of his arm. But
dead
he's gonna
leg.
yeah.
All right.
What was he calling you? No, what's your name again?
Mark.
Mark.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. What was he calling him? Why was he doing that?
I don't remember this at all.
Mark was like, the show was almost sold out, and then Calta said he was going to come out there, and it sold out, and then he stayed for the whole show. What a good guy! And I'm like, oh man, I had a great time. I'm glad he was, cool, and he's like, and he's got a band, and he's doing well, and Joe was like, yeah, too bad he's so fat and ugly. He'd have a great life. And I was like, motherfucker, you beanie looking motherfucker.
Wow, that doesn't sound like the Joe I know.
It was exactly like the Joe that you know.
All right.
I was listening to it in the shower getting ready for work because I listened to your show. That was the last show I listened to, by the way. He turned me off.
Damn. So you had to see your body while he was calling you fat. That's tough.
Part of me
Mark.
made me agree with him.
Mark, this is your problem. You understand? We have to get whatever chip. We have to get it fixed.
Bobby, always bringing up chips.
What is it about Mark that I could never get mad at you? I think you're gonna insult me right to my face and it makes me laugh. And
Well,
maybe it's because you're adorable. I don't know.
It's out of love. I like you. I like everybody here.
Mark is a very funny. He's always funny, but this is the one problem though, is that it's hard to get close to you because you don't ever open up.
I know. I'm scared to open up. It's a security. It's a fear.
Yeah, but like I've had heart to hearts with Mike Cannon, Joe List, Dan Soda, Lewis. We've never. It's hey, how you doing? What's going on? Nice tits, and then, you know what I mean? Why is that? Do you have a friend, like a close friend that you open up to in comedy, or are you just that way?
Oh yeah, I mean, me and Joe, we do a pod every weekend, and we've hung out. We did the pod, and we hung out for 6 hours after, just talking about our feelings, and we share. I told him about Alan, the therapist. Like I gave him his number. Like me and Sam Morrill are tight. I got a ton of guys, but yeah, I don't know. Older men maybe is tough with the dad thing. Not calling you older, but you know what I mean.
I think you just did, and fat. But listen, the thing
Where'd you get
is,
fat?
By the way, Mark and I had a heart-to-heart in Dublin.
30s.
That's right, and the booze helps too. You're sober, so that could affect things. But yeah, we had it out.
Mark and I talked shit on the way to Asbury.
What?
Mark and I talked shit about someone on the way to Asbury. We bonded.
Who?
Good bond.
I can tell.
I can't remember.
Why
who that
would you
was.
bring it up if you're not going to fucking reveal it?
It's about bonding. That's not the point.
No, the point is you could have just said me and Mark bonded about something on the way. You'd have to say you talk shit about somebody.
Well,
Who was
we bonded. We're talking shit about.
Do we know them?
It was Ralphie May, so it feels weird now. You see, I can't help it. But yeah. I bonded with Calta. I bonded with Gab. Me and Mike fucked once.
When you were in San Antonio.
Yes. We bonded over that feature we hated.
Did you really?
The guy who you would ask me questions about San Antonio and he would try to answer them.
Right.
Do you remember the feature Mush that had the t-shirts?
Slade Ham.
And then I gave him a big tech. I was like, listen, dude, you got to stop because you're killing yourself. You can't grow. You're always going to have to do that joke until you're out of t-shirts, but you got 1,000 of them. And I'm like, just don't do the joke. Do something else. And just say goodnight. Just go out there and sell shirts. They'll buy them just the same. I'll promote them. But you do a big commercial that you're building. You stop everything to do this fucking, and then to do this commercial. It's stupid. You say goodnight. Do your joke. Good night. I'm out. Thank you. And say, I'm selling my merch if you want to buy it. And they'll come. It's the same. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so right. The next, he goes, dude, I'm not doing that. You're right. Thank you so much for talking to me. He just brought another shirt the next night.
And then when I worked with him with Gary, he did the thing from before. So
yeah, I guess he had 1,500 shirts that he has to get rid of.
Yeah.
So
I got to tell you, Bobby, you on the road have a rep for not letting the opener sell. Have you heard this?
No, tell me.
I've just said I've heard it from 2 or 3 people, different sources. Over Bobby once. I tried to sell my whatever, and he wouldn't let me.
Now, I can defend Bobby on this because I've worked with you enough times where you gave the feature advice and they'll just take it shitty because they're bad features or selling their merch in a bad way.
Right.
Shouldn't be fucking selling merch. You should be selling your jokes.
I agree.
That's what we do. Well,
I
you became a fucking store.
Yes.
I need the money. How do you get more money? Become a better comic and become a headliner.
But Bobby, you're
Here.
also one of those guys who calls features out for their bullshit when they do that thing where like they try to make the show about them. You know, like they set up their shop. Like,
oh, you'll come out and they'll be right where I'm supposed to, like you're supposed to stand as the headliner.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of, hey, thanks for coming. Appreciate
Sure.
it. Take a photo. They got a fucking flea market set up and they're literally walking up. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Who the fuck are you? You have a Honda Civic and it's dirty. All right.
Right.
Motherfucker. I had a feature one. This cocksucker made more money than me one weekend.
It happens.
They did 2 free tickets. They gave this coupon to the guy. So every shirt that he sold, he gave them a free ticket to come back that the club was giving out anyways. So people wanted the free ticket. So they just bought the merch.
Right.
And he was in front of me. And then he went and gambled and made another 3,000.
Oh, Jesus.
He took the merch money and gambled. This fucking lunatic made more money. I mean, this guy walked away with fucking 10G that weekend.
Wow.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
heated.
I get it. I'm with you. I feel guilty because when you headline and they're like, I'm making no money. I had to fly here. I'm staying on a couch and all this. You're like, all right. Set up the fucking, the sale out there.
I think that if you do that, you're always going to do that.
Right.
If you do that, you're always going to do that. You're never going to take the risk to go to New York or LA. You're never going to fucking go and bust your ass in the city, open mics, getting people to go, bringers, whatever the fuck you got to do. And you're never going to hang out. You're just going to be on the road trying to you can't become something from the fucking road.
Right.
You have
it blows my mind what people will do to avoid writing an act. They're like, I'm going to start a festival or I'm going to, do this video and go viral. It's like, just write a couple jokes, have some good zingers, make the crowd laugh. But it's hard, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can become a headliner in your own town. A lot of guys in Cleveland, Chicago, you form a community, do your shows, get better, and wait till somebody goes, hey, will you come headline? And if you want to go middle, but don't. Why the fuck do you need to make $4,000? You fucking you're making money off of a product instead of your jokes. Sell your fucking jokes.
The act should be the product. I'm with you. I'm with you. But I just feel guilty. I feel bad for the kids. They're like, I had to quit my job at Applebee's and now I'm here, so I got to make money.
Yeah, but they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't.
Have to. I didn't quit. I had 5 jobs. I worked 5 fucking jobs and did comedy in Boston. I worked overnights. I worked days. I delivered flowers. I worked with mentally handicapped. I worked with juvenile delinquents. I was a waiter. And then I did comedy every night. Every single night I went out and did stand-up. Every fucking night for years. I did that. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's what everybody has done from the beginning of fucking stand-up comedy. And then you transition out of your jobs when you are good enough and people want to hire you.
Yeah.
And then you don't work anymore and you're making money. I lived on 97th Street, 3rd and Lex, cockroach infested apartment, holes in the floor with Billy Burr for $350 a month. I had a room that a guy walked to. He had to walk through my room to get to his room.
Right.
Okay. I mean, you do what the fuck you got to do, man.
Yeah.
I took a 17-hour bus ride to fucking Virginia for $500 and then took it home. I made friends for life on that trip.
Yes.
It's
I'm with you. But what is the ceiling with these guys? You meet some guy in Cincinnati who's like, I'm making $8,000 in merch. I'm making $200 doing comedy. what's the end game? Are you just gonna do that forever? Are you ever gonna move? Are you ever gonna try to get on TV
No.
or try to, sell a special? Anything? It feels like they're more grifter than comic.
Yeah, right. And look, at this guys, I don't really do that. In like the last year, guys like, hey, you mind if I sell? I'm like, yeah, just fucking, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't bring merch. But when I was bringing merch and I got to compete with this fuck, selling a bracelet with a slogan on it that he didn't even come up with.
Yeah, it's
suck
weird.
my dick. And people walk up to me, aren't you selling anything? Yeah, you already bought it. My act.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Damn.
But
That's
I don't
nice.
know. I mean, I sound like a grumpy old man, but it's like, fuck you. Do what you want. But you're to me, you're just selling yourself short. I don't know any comic that was selling merch at a show before they were a headliner. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. As a feature, you just like, I want to get good. I want to get up. I want to get better, build an hour. I wasn't thinking about t-shirts. So I need a funny slogan.
I don't sell radio show t-shirts. That's a big radio thing. I just don't want to take advantage of my audience and just every funny thing we say, throw it on a shirt.
Look, you make $14 million a year. It's easy to say that. You know what I mean?
Do you really make $14 million a year?
Yes.
Whoa, Gabby's about to slide off her chair.
Yeah. Yeah, she's about to be into fat guys again.
Now. I'm into fat guys now.
Yeah, wow. But there's a ton of money in merch, so I get it. You always get that one guy in your ear like, hey, man, I made, an extra 70 grand last year on t-shirts. You're like, oh, shit, maybe I should do it. But
believe me, I know, I get it. But here's my thing, too. If you're going to sell something, sell your fucking jokes.
I agree.
Sell your album. Why do you have a t? I get it, but like, if anybody should have it should be the headliner. If he's going to have a t-shirt or anything else other than his album. But if you're a why would you sell something? If you sell your album, you're getting your work out there. So they're going to pass that on. They're going to tell people, hey, listen to this. You're promoting yourself more than a fucking t-shirt with a dumb joke, with a stupid. Number one, the joke, you have to do that joke. You have to be the same comic every night. It doesn't make sense to me. You're literally painting yourself in a box. And if you sold your fucking album at the end, however shitty it is, for your 34-minute album.
All right, easy on Voss, will you?
Mike Calta is falling asleep as we're doing this.
I know. I feel bad. This is
I'm
comedy
not.
Inside.
Mike,
I like hearing this stuff. I have no business.
Listen,
I'm not a comedian.
You're falling asleep. What?
The names.
Oh, we got to read the names. Yeah, we got to read the names. Anyways, you don't sell anything, do you?
Me?
No, not you.
I don't know
Mike, Mark. Fuck, there's too many M's.
I started to when these features started doing it, so I was like, fuck it, I might as well, because you get an extra $2 grand for the weekend. So I bring a couple shirts.
What do your shirts say?
It's pretty embarrassing.
I want to hear it.
They're all over my website. I couldn't think of anything, and I had to get something printed quick. So I just wrote comedy. That's it.
You wear that in your promo shot, don't you?
Say that.
Yeah.
You say that all the time.
Comedy. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything, and I'm doing comedy, so why the fuck not? I'm not going to have some dumb zinger on there or a weird logo like a skank, So I just said comedy. And they sell pretty well. Because, if you're a fan of comedy, you want to let people know, I guess.
That's so funny.
You know how hard I've been trying to find Packy?
What is that?
A kitty
hey,
went to school.
Can I ask you a question? Sorry, I'm sorry, Mike. I just think that t-shirt that he came up with is just brilliant.
Well, really? I thought you were about to slam me.
I didn't know, because first of all, it's brilliant because it's so simple.
There it is on top left.
So simple.
Oh, look at this. We're one and the same. See, mine's shorter. Brevity is the soul of wit.
I'm sorry. Who's Pack? Who the fuck is Packy?
You want to tell him this, Calta?
Packy's just some crazy kid he went to high school with.
So
Yeah,
we all
great
got
story.
shit faced in Ireland, and we did a big podcast with like 5 of us at around a dinner table, and we were just telling stories about high school and our crazy friends. And I used to have this friend. He was about 4'6", tiny little kid. He was the bravest, most ballsy kid I ever met. His name was Packy. His name was Patrick. We called him Packy because he would just drink beers by the case. And you could say anything. Go up to that black guy and say a racial slur right to his face, and he would do it. He would just, hey, how about you fucking whatever. And the black guy would be like, what the fuck? This little kid. It was like I don't know if you ever saw The Man Show, but they would send Andy Milonakis. They'd put him in a Cub Scout uniform and send him off to like, try to buy beer and shit. It was like our personal. Yeah, it was our personal one of those. And he would jump out of moving cars. He would fist fight anybody. He was the ballsiest kid. He eventually got put in a like boarding school in the middle of nowhere, sleep in basically jail for kids. But yeah, he was a crazy kid.
This is going to bother me forever. Andy Milonakis was not the kid from The Man Show.
Ah, sorry. You know what I'm talking about.
Aaron Hamill was his name.
Nice pull there. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive.
That was like a weird Mandela effect thing.
Boom.
But yeah.
Did we freeze up? What just happened there?
Oh, I think
No, you're falling asleep. Gabby
I'm
was
not
on her
falling
fucking
asleep.
phone.
Why do you think I'm falling asleep?
I'm
No,
doing
everybody.
something on the
This is
show.
why Zoom sucks. Because if we were in the fucking all together in the studio, I would have thrown something at both of you.
I'm Instagramming for the show.
Well,
I took a
I
nap.
want a sign that comes up that says Instagramming while you're Instagramming. Put that
There,
witch finger down.
That
That
finger
would fit
smells
right
like
in
my
my
ass.
asshole.
Same joke. But yeah, didn't you have a crazy? I think white guys. This sounds weird, but I think white dudes used to be crazier back in the day before
Yeah.
internet.
Era.
Yeah, and now we want to seem progressive and nice, so we kind of like tamp it down. And every white guy now who's crazy just has a MAGA hat on or whatever. But like, I feel like young white boys were so wild back in when I grew up in the late '80s, early '90s. It was a different ball game.
Where was this? Arizona?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Maybe
New
New Orleans
Orleans.
kids.
Why? You're from Florida. You must have seen kids wrestling gators and getting tased.
I'm
and
from
eating
Staten Island.
ass. Oh
Staten
shit!
Island.
Even better. The Wu-Tang
Yeah,
Clan.
those guys, the kids I grew up with are fucking nuts. They're still nuts.
Oh,
They're the
yeah.
only people during this whole riot that are still sending me racist text. Everybody else is like, yeah, even I feel bad. I'm putting up a black thing on the pin. These guys
Right.
are sending me racist text during the show. I'm like, you guys are the worst. All New York City cops.
There you go. There you go.
Jesus,
Interesting.
Mike. Why would you bring that up?
I'm just
It's true.
because I didn't want you to think I was taking a nap.
Well, that really woke us up, didn't it? To the reality of
Hashtag
fucking where we're
woke.
at.
I was listening to you guys talk. Sometimes I listen to Bert's podcast and he's talking to comedians about
Not while you're on it,
different.
you fucking fat sleeper.
Fat sleeper. I love
Surprised
it.
you weren't wearing
Listen.
your CPAP.
Where's that shirt gonna be?
This is
I
all
left it. I left it in Ireland.
This is all I
Oh,
see. I
shit.
look over. Mike's like this.
I already got Chinese eyes.
I'm worried that you're dead. Like you
No, if I have to turn my eye away from the camera for anything, it looks like I'm.
that right there. When I see that,
Yeah, that's just me looking away from. Like I look at the camera, I got to look up. And if I turn my head like this, you think I'm asleep. I'm gonna get fucking virtual reality glasses to do this show.
now Mark froze. Oh, virtual. You should put sunglasses on. Well, this is the deal. From now on, when you're gonna check stuff, you have to put your sunglasses on.
It's fine.
I like it.
I live in Florida. I don't even think I own sunglasses.
I don't know them either.
I'm gonna bring you some.
Heyo.
Not those.
All right. What are we doing here?
I know. What are we doing?
That's
Anyways,
offensive to blind people.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, crazy. You were crazy. You were fucking reform school, right? You probably saw all kinds of shit in juvie. You probably got raped.
Never got raped. Never got raped. You don't get raped in juvie. You're
Oh,
not
I
in
saw
long
Sleepers.
enough.
If you're
You ever
better
seen
looking, you do.
Sleepers?
What'd you say? If I'm better,
If
I
you're
was
better,
hot
like-
back then.
Young Brad Pitt, young Patrick Dempsey, all the good looking ones got raped.
Oh yeah.
Buddy, let me tell you something. First of all, don't fuck with my self-esteem about that. I was hot. Okay. I definitely should have been raped.
That's right. How come nobody
I
diddled you?
Because you're out in 3 months. You're gay if you get raped. It's like, dude, you can't wait 3 months. It's like, yeah. All right. Well, you just want to suck dick then, you fucking antsy asshole.
Anytime anybody calls in and talks about jail, I go, "How long were you in there before you did gay stuff?" And they go, nobody wants to admit it, but they're like, "It took a while."
Ah,
3 weeks.
I can imagine. You get so horny. I mean, you just pent
Do you know
up.
how sweet Norman would be in jail? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I'd walk in bent over.
You'd be cracking jokes. Hey, nice balls. Where'd you get those?
Where'd you get those?
We should play bocce with those later. What do you think? I'm just joking. Stick it in. Oh, wow.
What are we
I'm
doing?
kidding.
Is
It
this
doesn't
right?
hurt at all. Your dick's real small. Anyways.
Drop the soap. Can't we get some body wash in here? Hey,
That's funny.
Well, I mean, so you're staying in New York City. You're just moving up a little further.
yes, sir. Yeah. A little bigger. This is literally 400 square feet. I got a plus size lady. It's getting tight.
Plus size lady.
Your lady's not big. I've seen her.
No.
No,
I'm
she's
kidding.
not.
You know I hate fatties. No. No,
Hey,
she's
so-
a nice lady, large bosom, and ample breast. But yeah, I mean, 2 people in here is insane.
Did you make her go out? Because you most of the time, Calta, he has to. Anytime he's on a podcast during this whole thing, he has to walk around because his place is so small. So every show he's done, he's on the streets with his phone.
Let me
Yes.
turn the camera around. Let's give us a tour.
Oh, it's bad news, man. Kitchen, bathroom with the vented door. What do you call that?
That's the bathroom?
collapsible? Yeah. There's a nice mirror. There's you.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Conan's and whatnots, and there's my TV, cactus. That's the living room. There's my wall of fame here. This is me with Norm Macdonald, George Carlin, Dave Attell, Louis C.K., Michael Che, Bobby Kelly, you name it. And yeah, that's about it.
Wait, is there a
Where's the
bedroom?
one-
Yeah, that's the bedroom.
Oh,
That dark room there.
that's not bad.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, you are
Size
right
of-
up. You are right up against the kitchen there, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's a
Dude,
kitchenette.
that's the size of my shed.
Yeah, exactly. But hey,
How
I'm
come you
right
don't
in.
have Jerry? How come you don't have Jerry Seinfeld up there?
Oh, I got Seinfeld as well. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, let me show you something here. This will really rock your tits off. Oh. Look at that, huh? Framed. That's us
Wow.
out to dinner after
Yeah.
the
Look at that.
Beacon Theater.
Wow.
All
Who
right.
took
Who
that?
takes that casual photo?
Oh, thank God his security dude took it. I like slipped him a 20 off stage.
Now, are you still friends with Jerry?
I texted him the other day, and he watched my special.
Wow. What do you
Did
say?
you do-
He called me a faggot. No. He just said, great stuff. I love this, love that. I couldn't believe he sat down and watched it. And he quoted jokes from like the end. So he must either watched it or fast forwarded it. But either way, here's the weird thing. He was so nice. I was like, oh my God, thank you. That means the world to me. And then my girl goes, did you tell him you liked his? I was like, oh shit.
Why would you lie?
And,
Why would you lie to Jerry Seinfeld? That
Yeah, you
thing.
type back. I love the way you jumped out of the helicopter in yours. That was cool.
right. He really did that, by the way, twice.
Whoopee.
But yeah, so then I wrote back like, oh, I loved yours, and then he was like, okay, thanks.
Now, did you see what I tweeted about your special?
I did, and I really appreciated it. I was too scared he would see it.
I know you couldn't retweet mine.
Of course.
Ah, pussy.
But it was very nice. Thank you.
I tweeted, it's better than Jerry's.
Well, he's got a zillion. I got to try. He doesn't.
He
I know,
didn't.
must-
Ah,
Did you see his special?
I did, and I saw it side stage, basically.
Oh, really? You were there?
Yeah.
No.
So we should move on.
All right,
to
listen,
live
we're
in that
gonna-
apartment the rest of his life.
Does Jerry sell merch?
No, he's got a guy who does it. Me.
Uh,
No. He's got I
Hey.
don't think so.
You're down here New Year's Eve this year.
That's right. And I gotta fucking polish my act because I want to come down there guns blazing, but
What sucks is I'm off the air because it's Christmas time, but I'll be around.
come
I'll hang
by,
out.
come
Oh,
by.
like,
let's promote it now. I mean, it's New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. Get your tickets now because they'll sell out.
I'm in Dallas this weekend. I'm at the Improv.
wow.
I'm at Versace's this weekend.
Mush is at the Minneapolis Target.
I'm at the Laugh Out Loud in San Antonio this weekend.
Oh, hey.
Are you?
Well, we should. Bush doesn't like Mike.
I know. I feel it.
I love Mike. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Off the air, you like me. On the air, you're like,
That's the shit that Austin says.
You're like,
The guy who doesn't like me. Me and Lou are the two people who aren't in the song.
Oh, he didn't put you in the song?
I'm
yeah,
not.
he did. Yeah, he totally did.
You're in the
No,
song.
he
With a
no,
picture
he
and
put-
everything.
He put the picture of me, but it's the half a gay thing that's from the theme song. It's like I'm not actually mentioned.
I'm not in the song either. Don't feel bad.
Like-
I'm not,
like,
not
yeah,
in the picture
that's true.
Yeah.
Mark's in it.
Why would you be in the song though, Gabby?
because I'm the face of this operation.
Fucking
So
Gabby.
the song's
Your
about the other
confidence.
show.
Your confidence makes me sick to my stomach. All right. Well, listen, dude, it was nice seeing you. Thanks for coming on. And I'm so glad you were inside instead of outside on a fucking scooter or walking around.
Thank you.
Even though that would have been epic if you just got a nice fucking Coke bottle to the head. I just saw a bunch of fucking skateboarders push you through a Best Buy window.
That would have been good pod.
You'd still be doing jokes. Jeez, if you could have just asked, I would have bought it for you.
Feels like the worst buy. Hey.
Well, dude, you're one of my favorites. I love you. Oh, Colin Quinn sent me a message.
Oh shit.
What do you
Tell,
say?
mention I'm
tell
here.
Norman I'm still mad about what he said about banging one of my sisters.
I'm not here.
Cousin.
What do you say?
How about that Fallon in blackface, huh?
Colin Quinn keeps sending me these fucking songs to
Songs.
annoy me.
Like what?
Yes, I'll let you hear it if you want. It's fucking. He sends it to me all day long. These fucking dumb songs, and it
What does he think
annoys
about
the
the-
hell out of me.
What does he think about the riots? What's his position? What's his thoughts?
Eh.
What do you mean?
Like, has he mentioned anything about it?
Way on the other side of the Hudson, deep in the bosom of
He's getting old. He's senile.
I met a young girl, she sang
I hate him.
tears on my pillow and Ave Maria.
It drives me
What is that?
fucking nuts.
That's
Did I say
hilarious.
jizz on my pillow?
It's Dean Friedman, Ariel. Driving me batty. He keeps sending me this shit all day, every day. He's sending me these tunes, and then he'll call me up later and hum it into the voicemail.
Let's read the names real quick. We only have 20.
Let's go. Ready? We'll stick with us real quick. I read all the names from the Patreon, and
From the what?
Patreon.
Patreon?
Patreon. And these are the new members. Now, it's the beginning of the month, so we lost a few people, but we gained a bunch of people. And I like everybody. I want to let you know how much we appreciate you guys being here. And I want to read your names to let you guys know we know you're here, and thank you so much. So let's start with Dutch Blablazil,
Nailed it.
Chris Adams, Kerry Walsh, Thomas Joseph, Chris Collins, Brendan Dalili, CJ, D Plum, Francisco Oaklevitt, Eric Borukowski, Garrett Divina Santos.
Dylan. That might be Dylan.
That's Dylan. That's the name Dylan.
Dialogue.
Justice Mo. Roberto Giordano. James Altucher.
I hate you.
Oh, he's big.
Yeah,
I know
it's the
him.
owner of the Stand Up New York.
He's a millionaire.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He owns Stand Up New York.
Oh, really?
He's
Well,
only
thank you
paying
for-
$5.
No, he's paying 25.
Oh, sorry.
Well, thank you very much for joining all of you, especially the last one. Since you're a millionaire, you might want to bump that up to $100 a month. I mean, you got the cash. I know you're in a pandemic, but it's not hitting you that hard. Your club will open up, no probs. And maybe I'll play it if you slide some money. Okay, we got a few more months to get through this pandemic before my dates come back. Creep with kids, and this is how Bob Kelly. Not that I need the money, but I sure appreciate it. We're making this happen. Me, Mush. I mean, you guys are the best. Gabby loves you. And of course, my number one best friend, the MC, the Mike Calta, the king of radio, the motherfucker with the big mic and the big goddamn flipper on her his inner thigh named Derek. And I want to thank, please don't show it.
Tomorrow we'll be doing the show in the same room for the first time.
The first time we'll be doing Calter and Kelly, almost 1,000 pounds of funny. I know Mark doesn't like that, but that's okay. He hates
Fat people are funny.
Fat people are funny, aren't they?
I'll give you that.
But we're not good looking or worthy of life.
Well, according to the obesity records, you're not.
What a dick.
I'm joking. Hey, I was a fat kid. I can say that.
No, you can't.
I got out. You can get out.
Until I see a fucking photo of you with a second stomach, I don't buy it.
All right.
Right?
All right.
Yeah,
I look like a white Leonard Oots.
You got to turn your head like this. What'd you say about me? All right. And Mark, man, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Be safe in the city, dude. Make sure to watch his special. And he's got a new special with Netflix. Just signed a deal with him. So is that right?
All right. Keep it moving.
Yeah. He'll be a multimillionaire like Mike Calta next year. And hopefully Bob Kelly would be there too. Me and Gabby are going to sell this show and we'll be producers, writers, directors, and we're going to be multimillionaires. And if not, Gabby will still be a millionaire when her dad kicks the bucket. And Mush, me and Mush will just be here running this show, we'll be hundredaires. But it's okay, Mush, because we'll still love dumplings and fucking bun cakes. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Tell Joe
Live,
List.
7:00. Joe List is getting a
Joe List is
pounding
getting
too.
punched.
He's not going to feel
All right.
good about this.
See you guys later.
Bye. Thanks, guys.